everybody. Welcome to another episode of Bourbon and Booze. Cocktail day. It's Friday and it's cold outside. It's so cold. We live in Texas. It's not supposed to be this cold.
Yeah, it's like worryingly cold.
It's super cold. So today we thought we'd do something kind of unique. Rather than a mixed cocktail, a cold cocktail, we're going to do a hot drink.
It'll probably be the next month of videos.
Because it's cold for a while. So we're going to do...
should have been doing it longer.
Yeah. We're going to do a hot rum chocolate. I think it's called the Sailor Jerry hot chocolate, basically.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a hot chocolate. So we're going to do it from scratch. We haven't even tested this yet.
Nope,
so
haven't tried it.
It could be quite bad. But you're going to want to take, so this is for 2 cups. You're going to want to take a full cup of hot, oh, that's super hot, milk, preferably whole milk.
This is canned milk.
Yeah, this is a mixture of whole cream and canned milk, kind of what we do at our house. We don't really drink a lot of milk.
Yeah,
so we cook a lot of it, canned milk or whole cream and stuff. So this is ours, but you need a cup of milk, 1 tablespoon of cocoa, unsweetened cocoa, 1 tablespoon of ungranulated or granulated sugar. And you can just give that a little whisk here.
You took my only purpose.
Your only purpose. And then we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of melted bittersweet chocolate or chocolate syrup. So it's going to be super chocolatey. And this is our recipe for hot chocolate.
That we certainly came up with ourselves and did not Google 10 minutes ago.
Now, we've done this one before. That's why I picked it. It's just...
I don't think I've had this one.
We haven't had homemade hot chocolate
in a long time.
In a little bit. So once you get that in there, you mix it up. And this is good to drink right now. You might add something like a little vanilla extract or whatever. So while I'm mixing this, I'm going to take my little note card here. We are going to add this to 1.5 ounces of Sailor Jerry.
Or 1.5 ounces of butterscotch schnapps.
Oh, he's doing the butterscotch schnapps first. 1.5 ounces of butterscotch schnapps.
In each glass?
Each glass.
Okay.
One and a half ounces of Sailor Jerry's this time. Get my little towel here. We're going to add about 3 ounces of the hot chocolate. Kind of cool how it's all separated like that, isn't it?
I think that's the powdered hot cocoa.
Well, but it's also separating with the alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
And then you want to add just a dash of orange bitters. And like I say, you could add a little bit of vanilla extract. You want to keep stirring yours? Mm-hmm. I got the big spoon. Normally you prepare your hot chocolate in advance, but we're making this to taste. What we would normally do is we'd make our powdered ingredients and mix them together, and then we'd make our liquid ingredients and slow heat them together on a pan. So slow heat the milk and the bittersweet chocolates melting, and then add the rest of the dry goods to it and just slowly milk it or heat it until it's a milky flavor. Mine's looking pretty good. I don't know about yours.
Helps get the powdered chunks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just stir it up, and that's the Sailor Jerry's rum chocolate. I'm going to go ahead and Ooh, that's really good. It's not as hot as I'd want it to.
No, it's kind of cold actually.
Because we're doing this in the bar. We don't have a hot plate or anything like that. But it's really good, and it reminds me almost of a hot toddy.
Yeah, without the stupid cloves.
We have canned whipped cream, or you can make homemade whipped cream, or just the bucket whipped cream to it. But that's pretty good. That'd be really good on a hot day, or a cold day, this being hot, in front of a fire. But it is very
alcoholic.
I mean, it's got 3 ounces of alcohol. Now, the Sailor Jerry's is 80 proof, I believe.
And this is only 30%.
30%.
But it's sweet, and that makes up a big difference of that percentage. Sometimes you put schnapps, like flavored schnapps and stuff, especially from this place, you can get messed up. The
Angostura gives it a little bit of a citrusy flavor. I'm wondering about maybe the mint bitters, or even
peppermint or chocolate
the Aztec chocolate bitters.
Yeah.
Would give it a little bit more chocolatey taste to it. And of course, my go-to for any type of stuff is absinthe. Give it that little anise licorice flavor. I think that would be good. But this is pretty. This is pretty powerful. Now, if you don't have Sailor Jerry's, any dark rum will work. How are you gonna do?
Yeah, Captain Morgan's dark spiced rum might actually be pretty good.
Captain Morgan's, Myers, Trader Vic's, all sorts of things. And if you don't want rum, you could probably switch it out with some like coffee liqueur flavor whiskey, even Kahlua. Like a real coffee liqueur, but a whiskey as well, or a rye whiskey, because I'm sure you're going to try it rye. Would you make soup? Oh, it's all the creamer.
Yeah, this would be much better if it was a bit warmer, but I think we'd have to heat that. Like
yeah,
you were saying,
and we do have a tabletop heater that we've used actually when we made limoncello, I think.
We're going to be trying this again for sure.
So you could just slow heat it. We're not a cooking show, so that's why we did everything the quick way. You could slow heat it, the hot chocolate, and when it's nice and hot and kind of still on the stove, a little slight rumbly to it that it's almost boiling point, you make your cocktail, add the hot chocolate, you'd be good to go.
Well, and if you're planning to have this for a group or a lot of it, you could straight up mix it all, including the alcohol, into it.
You could, but then a lot of the alcohol, while you're keeping it heated, is going to evaporate.
Not as much as I think. Like,
probably not, but
it takes about
enough.
10 minutes if you're like cooking, like baking something with alcohol in it. It takes a while, so it's not like you heat it up and it's flash out, the alcohol's gone. It takes a while.
That is really good.
Not just eating food with alcohol in it.
That right bit of chocolate and rum, that's really good. So again, a hot chocolate mix, preferably a homemade hot chocolate. If you want to buy the little powdered hot chocolates, that's fine, but I would buy a nice
one,
more expensive kind. But the
you probably mix it with a milk, not a water.
Yeah. Definitely do it a milk based, because I know a lot of them little powder things you could just add hot water, but it also says you could add a hot milk.
It'd probably taste fine if it wasn't milk based, if you can't handle milk, but
yeah. And that's part of why we do canned milk and whole milk and whole creamer. We don't do whole milk, whole creamer. It's because we're not a big milk family, because, you know, it does things. So
strong alcohol.
So yeah, so make your hot chocolate, and then you're adding 1.5 ounces of your rum, dark rum, 1.5 ounces of schnapps, and a little bit of bitters, orange bitters, mint bitters, Aztec chocolate bitters.
Yeah, the mint bitters actually sounds like it'd be interesting.
We have several different orange bitters. We use the Angostura bitters rather than the Fee Brothers.
Turned into our favorite.
But
my favorite.
Yeah, for a nice cold day, this hit the spot. It's cold outside, guys.
It's only gonna get colder.
So, tell us what you think about your favorite hot drink. We've done hot toddies before, but your favorite hot drink, hot cocoa type of drink, hot coffee type of drink with alcohol. There's all sorts of, like you say, we'll probably do a few over the next few weeks for you guys. Tell us about your favorite homemade hot chocolate recipe we'd be willing to try. Kind of
No
like
clothes.
no clothes.
Cloves.
Oh, clothes. I thought you said no clothes. Yeah, please have clothes on.
I mean, we can't see you. I don't care.
I might send videos. So tell us what you
Don't do
think.
that. That's just weird, man.
Please make sure you hit the like and subscribe. 92% of our viewership doesn't subscribe, so go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Let us know you love us. Leave those comments. I love reading your comments and answering them. You guys are really great. And merchandise, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of that goodness. And I hope you have a great and warm holiday weekend for some of you. It's a 3-day weekend for a lot of people here in America for President's Day. So hopefully you guys get a 3-day weekend wherever you're at.
Gonna be colder than space outside.
Yeah, it's cold.
So I highly doubt
I'm going to stay inside in a roaring fire.
Unfortunately, I have to check on things and make sure nothing's
He has to come
frozen.
up to my house and load my house with firewood.
You said you were going to do that.
Yeah, I said I was going to get somebody to do that. All right. Have a good weekend. We'll see you on Monday for our oddity day. All right. Bye, guys.